Hi, John. Good evening. Hope you're well. So today is going to be class number 11, and I believe that you have learned so many things from the last 10 classes. So what are you going to do? Today, we're going to share it to you a very, very important class. It's all about transformation of sentences. Can you remember in the last class I have told you? So if you'd like to get a better score, especially one more band, just you need to follow these 2-3 classes. Just you need to know how to use the variation of structures, different sort of sentences, and if you can express yourself in different ways. So for that reason, you'll be proved that you can utilize different sort of structures, and you're gonna get at least one band in IELTS. So can you please type in the chat box, how are you today? I'd like to know. And after that, the second question I'm asking you is, have you submitted your homework? So if you have submitted your homework, please type in the chat box yes. Just I'd like to check your comment. I'd like to see how many of you have submitted your homework. So if you'd like to finish those scores successfully, I have told you from the very beginning that you have to attend all the classes. Probably some of you miss a few classes. You can still watch on YouTube, recorded version. And also you got to practice at home and during the class. And the third thing is presentation. So it's learning, practicing, and presentation. So I believe that you have given your presentation, and that last topic was hassle-free education, right? And I have given you some sort of questions, and I was expecting your presentation in the Facebook group, right? So please type in the chat box if you have got submitted your presentation or not. I'd like to see how many of you have submitted the homework. So I can see a lot of students are joining right now. Thank you, Rami Begum, for joining. Mumina Akhtar, thank you. Assalamu alaikum salam. Insana Jan said, I'm good, or whatever do you? Yeah, I'm really great. Thank you. Sultana said, okay, thank you. Shabul said, Assalamu alaikum salam. Yashis Khan said, Assalamu alaikum. Yes, walaikum salam. Yeah, I got it. So now, please let me know if you have submitted your homework. So if you have submitted your homework, please type in the chat box, submitted. If you haven't submitted your homework, say didn't submit. Just 2 words, either submitted or didn't submit. That's what I'd like to know from you. Okay, so now today I'm gonna finish the class a bit early, like 10-15 minutes early, because once I finish your class, I got to run to Heathrow Airport. So you have got one student from India. He has already landed, and he's gonna finish his what is called immigration stuff. And he said so that I can be there around 8 o'clock, so that I can pick him up and I can drop him to the East London. He came for East London University. So I'm so sorry. I mean, as I have to leave the class a bit early, like 10-15 minutes, I think still I'll cover whatever I meant to cover. Right. So today's class is all about transformation of sentences. So can you please type in the chat box transformation? I'd like to see how many of you know that what we are covering today is all about transformation. So please type in the chat box transformation. Okay, now I can see a lot of comments here. So Ashraful said, I submitted. Thank you, Ashraful. Congratulations. Have you said presentation? That means you have submitted your presentation. Excellent. Mumina Akhtar said submitted. Thank you so much. Jahan said submitted. Thank you so much. Mrs. Khan said didn't submit. No, Mr. Khan. You got to submit it, right? So please type in the chat box transformation. So today's class is all about transformation. And I told you this class is very, very important. If you'd like to show up yourself utilizing different sort of structure, so transformation is very, very important. There is none other than transformation of sentences. So there are 3 sort of sentences we're going to practice today: simple, complex, and compound. Can you please type in the chat box simple, comma, complex, comma, and compound? These are the 3 sentences we're going to practice a lot: simple, comma, complex, comma, compound. So if you know how to change from simple to complex, complex to compound, compound to complex, complex to simple, that means you know how to play with the sentences, right? And that's what the examiner is expecting from you. So once the examiner sees that you know how to play with these sort of structures, they uh, believe that you have got good command in English, especially regarding the structure and all that stuff, and they're gonna give you a good score. So today, that's the class we're gonna learn from, right? So can you please type in the chat box one more time? I would like to see three things from you: simple, complex, and compound. Just three things. Type in the chat box: simple, complex, and compound. So I don't like to talk other than class today. I don't like to share anything like motivational because I got to leave early, right? Simple, complex, compound. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for responding. So I'm pretty sure that you are ready to get this class. It's called simple, complex, and compound, right? So these are the three sort of sentences we're going to learn. So now, simple sentence. Simple sentence is a sentence with one verb. Simple sentence is one sentence with one verb. Can you please type in the chat box? Simple sentence with one verb. Just type in the chat box. I'd like to see so that you can understand. So how would be the pattern of the simple sentences? So whenever you see just one verb, you can identify easily that's a simple sentence, right? So please type in the chat box. Simple sentence means okay. Simple sentence with one verb. That's the thing that I'd like to see from you. Okay, so now I'm going to give some sort of examples. For example, I am a teacher. Am is a verb. So one verb is a simple sentence. I teach English. So verb is teach. It's a simple sentence. I drink tea. So drink is one verb. It's a simple sentence. So you learn English from hassle-free education. Learn is one verb, is a simple sentence, right? So simple sentence with one verb. And now sometimes it will be confusing. If I say, finishing my class, I will go to Heathrow Airport. So how many verbs in this sentence? Type in the chat box. Is it one or two? Finishing my class, I will go to Heathrow Airport. How many verbs are there in these sentences? Type in the chat box very quickly. And I'd like to see, and I'd like to, what is called, explain a little bit so that you shouldn't be confused while you are getting this type of sentences. So please type in the chat box one or two verbs. Finishing my class, I will drive down to Heathrow Airport. Okay, so very quickly type in the chat box. I'd like to see if you really understand or not. Okay, Zahan said two verbs. Okay, Mumina said one verb. Okay, I'd like to see your answer. Type in the chat box quickly. Finishing my class, I will drive down to Heathrow Airport. So how many verbs are there in this sentence? So I have seen only two comments. What about the rest? Type in the chat box, one or two. Okay, Zahan said two. Okay, still I can see the same answer. I'd like to see the response from you, right? Can you remember spectator and player? So spectator means dorshok. They watch football match from the gallery, and player who plays in the field. So you are learning English from self education. You are really active students with me. You are doing the class, so you got to be very active. Type in the chat box very quickly. I'm so sorry, probably is a bit interruption. So I think now you can hear me properly. So yeah, the question I was asking. So finishing my class, I'll drop down to Heathrow Airport. So how many verbs are there? It's only one verb, right? So finishing my class is not the main verb. It's just part of a sentence, right? So you shouldn't consider it as a main verb. So the main verb is I will drive down. I'll drive. So drive is a main verb. So this is the one verb with one simple sentence. So make sure or you understand it. So now I'm going to ask you a second question. Is okay. So I'm going to ask you the second question is so washing the mobile phone, I respond you. Watching the comments, I respond you. Watching the comments, I respond you. So how many verbs are there in this sentence? Please type in the chat box. So if it is one verb, that means simple sentence. If it is not more than one verb, it's other thing. We're gonna go a bit slowly. So make sure you understand from the very basic. Right, so yeah, okay, okay. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for responding. So now we're gonna go slowly a bit further. So now you understand that simple sentence with one verb, and I have given some sort of examples, right? So now if you'd like to make compound sentence, you need at least two or more than two verbs. So can you please type in the chat box compound with at least two plus verbs? Two plus verbs. Two plus verbs. Right. So compound sentences with at least two or more than two verbs. Please type in the chat box compound with at least two or more. Compound with at least two or more. So very quickly, please type in the chat box. I'd like to see if you understand it. Compound with at least two or more. Just type in the chat box. I'd like to see your answer. Okay, so now, yeah, thank you for responding. Thank you for responding. So, and the next thing I'd like to ask you is, can you please type in the chat box fanboys? Can you please type in the chat box fanboys? Right, so type in the chat box fanboys. Type in the chat box fanboys. Okay, so yeah, compound with at least two or more verbs. And then can you please type in the chat box fanboys? Everyone else, just type in the chat box fanboys. Fanboys, fanboys. Very quickly, type in the chat box fanboys. So if you can remember fanboys, you will be able to make a lot of compound sentences without making any mistakes. So I repeat, if you can remember fanboys, you will be able to make a lot of compound sentences. You will be able to identify which one is the compound sentences, which one is not. So if you find the fanboys, that means there's the compound sentence. And I'll explain in a minute what do I mean by fanboys. So fanboys is this. So if for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. These are the fanboys. So all you got to do is you need to remember fanboys. So using these fanboys, we can make a lot of compound sentences. Is it clear? If it is clear, please type in the chat box clear. Very quickly, please type in the chat box clear. Okay, thank you. Thank you for responding. So now I'm going to give some sort of example so that you can understand what does it look like. So for an example, so she did not cheat on the test. She did not cheat on the test for it was wrong thing to do. So next example is and they got there early and they got really good seats in the theater or cinema. Nor we have never been to Australia, nor have visited Africa. So for example, no, right? So the next one is but. I really need to go to work, but I'm too sick to drive. But for example, or so should we start class now or wait for everyone to get here? Should we start class now or wait for everyone to get here? So using or, you can make compound sentence as well. Yet he didn't want to go to the dentist, yet he went anyway, right? The last one is so. So everyone was busy, so I went to movie alone. So everyone was busy, so I went to the movie alone. So you can make compound sentences using the fanboys. So for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Right? So just remember fanboys, and fanboys stand for, and, nor, but, or, yes, so. So these are the things you need to understand and you need to remember to make compound sentences. However, we don't make a lot of compound sentences using all of them, probably one or two. For example, and. So yeah, most of the time we use and to make compound sentences, and we're going to practice a little bit more in a minute. Right, so is it clear? So if you can see fanboys, that is the compound sentence. And if you'd like to make compound sentences, you should consider these fanboys. Now these are the complex sentences. So the complex sentence example presents the reader with one more interesting idea or shows the relationship between da 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 da. So now we are just making some sort of comparison so that you can understand. Simple sentence is George was feeling excited. It was dark in the forest. George was feeling excited. So George was feeling excited. One sentence, one simple sentence. It was dark in the forest. Another simple sentence. Two simple sentences here. Now compound. Can you remember fanboys? So George was feeling excited and it was dark in the forest. Compound sentence using fanboys, right? And complex is George was feeling excited despite the darkness of the forest, right? So these are the complex sentences. Don't worry about this if you don't understand yet. We'll go slowly so that you can understand. So now these are the examples of complex sentence. So for example, these are the things we should use to make complex sentences. For example, that, who, where, if. That, who, where, when, if. Although. So these are the phrases or words we use to make complex sentences. For example, he said that he would study in the UK. He said that he would study in the UK. So that, using that, we made a complex sentence. Who? The girl who is in green dress is our student consultant, right? So we are giving extra ideas, extra information. So this kind of sentence is very, very important for your IELTS. So once you're making a sentence, you should give extra information, extra idea. That's why you need to understand how to use complex sentences. Where I study at Hassel-Free Education, where I can attend class online. I study at Hassel-Free Education, where I can attend online classes. When I attended 12-day challenge, when my friend invited me. I attended 12 days challenge when my friend invited me. If I learn English from Arifin sir, I'll get at least 6 in IELTS, right? So next one is although all students attended these 12 days challenge, a few of them would receive certificates. A few of them would get certificates. Do you understand? So these are the words or phrases we use to make complex sentences. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. So the girl who is in green dress, the girl, comma, who is in green dress, comma, is our student consultant. Here, who means what? A sentence টাতে who এর অর্থ কি? Very quickly, please type in the chat box. In the second sentence, the girl who is in green dress is our student consultant. Here, what does it mean? Who এর অর্থ কি? একটু আমাকে chat box এ লিখে জানান. Please type in the chat box. What is the meaning of who? and then we're gonna move a little bit forward. So if you'd like to make complex sentences, make sure you use this sort of words to make complex sentences: that, who, where, when, if. So I don't like to make it really complicated, is telling you these and that, the grammatical terms and jargons, right? So that's right. Thank you. So some of you might be confused that who means K, but here who means J. The girl who is in green dress is our student consultant. So মেয়েটি যে green dress পরা ছিল সে আমাদের student consultant, right? So another one, where I study at hassle-free education, where I can attend classes online. Here where means what? A sentence where এর মানে কি? Please type in the chat box. So I study at hassle-free education, where I can attend all the classes online. So here where means what? Please type in the chat box. And the next one is when. I attended 12 days challenge, speaking challenge, when my friend invited me. Here when means what? When এর মানে কি জায়গায়? So আমাকে একটু chat box এ লিখে জানান. That's right. Thank you for responding. So I study at hassle-free education, where I can attend all the classes online. So here where doesn't mean কোথায়, এই জায়গা হবে যেখানে, right? যেখানে বা যেথায়. So I study at hassle-free education, where যেখানে I can attend classes online. And the last one is I attended 12 days speaking challenge when my friend invited me. I attended 12 days speaking challenge when my. So what does it mean here, when? So normally আমরা জানি when মানে হলো কখন, where মানে হলো কোথায়, who মানে হলো কে, বাট যখনই কমপ্লেক্স সেন্টেন্সে বসবে এইভাবে তখন এটার মিনিং চেঞ্জ হয়ে যায়। who হয়ে যায় যে, where হয়ে যায় যেখানে, when হয়ে যায় যখন। Is it clear? So if it is clear, please type in the chat box clear. I'd like to see if you really understood how to use the complex sentence and how does it mean in the sentences, within the sentences. So someone said is unclear and a small size. Okay, let me try one more time. Let's see if I can make it a bit bigger. So just putting a bit bigger size, and let's see if you can see it now. Okay, so complex sentences যখন আমরা এইগুলো ইউজ করব, who, where, when, তখন এগুলো কোশ্চেনের পরিবর্তে সেন্টেন্সের মধ্যে বসে একটু ডিফারেন্ট মিনিং দেয়, রাইট? সো হু মানে হলো যে, where মানে হলো যেখানে, when মানে হলো যখন, right? So this is the thing you need to understand. So once you understand these three things, simple, complex, and compound, that means you can play with the transformation of sentences. Let's get back to the previous slide. What we found, right? So transformation of sentences, three types of sentences we're going to play with: simple, complex, and compound. So simple means one with one verb. Compound means at least two or more than two verbs. And we need to remember Fanboys. And the complex is these are the word or phrase we need to use. So that, who, where, when, if, although, etc. Right? So these are the words we're gonna use. So now we're gonna start to play with this transformation of sentences. So first sentence, right? So just look into just take a look on the screen. I'd like to make it a bit bigger so that you can understand. Just have a look on the screen. Okay, so simple, complex, and compound. So now we're gonna make simple sentences to compound sentence, compound to complex. So this is how we need to practice. So simple sentences: getting invitation, students attended 12 days challenge. Okay, so getting invitation, students attended 12 days challenge. In this sentence, okay, how many verbs you can see it? So one main verb, and that's attended. Getting invitation, students attended 12 days challenge. So getting invitation is extra information right? Students attended 12 days speaking challenge. So attended is a main verb, is one verb, so it's a simple sentence. Now we'd like to make it compound, simple into compound, simple into compound. So if you'd like to make it simple to compound, can you remember fanboys? Fanboys. So now we're gonna use and, fanboys, Fanboys. So A for and, right? So students got invitation and they attended 12 days challenge. Students got invitation and they attended 12 days challenge, right? This is the compound. So we are making students got invitation and they attended 12 days challenge. So it's compound. Now we're gonna make it complex. Now we're gonna make it complex. So students attended 12 days challenge when they got invitation. When means যখন. Students attended 12 days challenge when they got invitation. So literally, these are the three sentences. They have got almost similar meaning. Do you understand? But we are using different structure, different style, different format. But meaning is almost same. So that's the beauty of transformation of sentences. So I'm gonna go one more time. So simple sentences, getting invitation, students attended 12 days challenge. Clear is it? Now compound. So we're gonna use and we're gonna make compound sentences. Fanboys. So students got invitation and they attended 12 days challenge. And the last one is complex. So students attended 12 days challenge when they got invitation. We can also use when, because, as soon as, after. Using these sort of phrases, we can also use complex sentences, right? Now we're gonna go slowly for the next one. So now here you go. So this is the sentence. Students got invitation for IELTS preparation course as soon as they got 100% off. Okay, as soon as they got 100% off, that means free course, right? So now we're gonna make it simple. We're gonna make it simple sentence. So can you please type in the chat box what would be the simple sentence? Try to make complex into simple. I would like to see. So this is the complex sentence, and now make it simple. Simple means one verb. You might be giving some extra information just using ing. So I would like to see how many of you can make it complex to simple. Simple, one verb. However, you can give extra information using verb plus ing. For example, finishing my class, looking into the comments, drinking tea. So this is the extra bit of information, right? So this is not the main verb, so you cannot say it compound or other sentences. So this is still simple sentences. So I'm waiting for your answer. So make it complex to simple. I'd like to see how many of you can make it very quickly. Go, go, go. Very quickly. Very quickly, I'd like to see how many of you can make complex to simple sentence. Just I'm waiting for your answer. I'd like to see. I'd like to see how many of you can get the answer. So if I just highlight it, let's see if you can see it. Okay. Okay. So now students got admission for IELTS preparation course as soon as they got 100% off. So this is a complex sentence. You need to make it simple. You need to make it simple. So I'd like to see how many of you can make it simple. I'm gonna give you 40 seconds to make it. So if you cannot make it, we're gonna go back. So we're gonna go back. So simple is a sentence with one verb. For example, I teach English. Compound is fanboys. So for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and then so. And complex, we're gonna use complex using this set of words. So they, that, who, where, when, if, although, as soon as, right? So and we have given some sort of examples. For example, simple to compound was getting invitation, students attended 12 days challenges. So just if you just think about the last sentence, complex, students attended 12 days challenges when they got invitation. So using when, they used complex sentence. Now if you'd like to make it simple, just think about this. Getting invitation, comma, students attended 12 days challenge. So you made it, right? So now I'd like to see if you can make it. So complex to simple. Students got admission for IELTS preparation course as soon as they got 100% off. Make it simple. Make it simple. I'd like to see how many of you can make these sentences in a simple sentence. So if you'd like to make a simple sentence, all you need to do is one verb. Yeah, so slice the whole sentences, make extra information, and then give one verb with one sentence. That's it. So please type in the chat box what will be the simple sentence for these complex. So transform from complex to simple. So 10 seconds. I'm expecting your answer. 10 seconds. Okay, so still I'm waiting for the answer. Unfortunately, I don't see any. So the answer would be getting 100% off, comma, students got admission for IELTS preparation course. So complex was students got admission for IELTS preparation course as soon as they got 100% off. So if you'd like to make it complex, so just say getting 100% off, comma, students got admission for IELTS preparation course. That's it. Getting 100% off. So this is the simple. Getting 100% off, students got admission for IELTS preparation course. Getting 100% off. Getting 100% off, students got admission for IELTS preparation course. Getting 100% off, students got admission for IELTS preparation course, right? So can you please type in the chat box? Everyone else, please type in the chat box. Very quickly, please type in the chat box. So complex is students got admission for IELTS preparation course as soon as they got 100% off. As soon as they got 100% off. Right, so simple is getting 100% off, comma, students got admission for IELTS preparation course. Right, so everyone else, can you please type in the chat box this simple sentence? If you don't know it, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Just write down this sentence. Getting 100% off, students got admission for IELTS preparation course. So here, got is a verb, one verb. That's why it's a simple sentence. Getting 100% off, getting is not a verb, right? So students got admission. Got is a main verb. So it's a one verb, is a simple sentence, okay? So everyone please type in chat box. So Shahin Mia said getting 100% off, students got admission for IELTS preparation course. Excellent, thank you. I'd like to see these sentences from everyone else comment. Okay, Zan said getting 100% off, comma, students got admission for IELTS preparation course. Excellent. So this is simple sentence. Mumina Akhtar said getting 100% off, students got admission for IELTS preparation course. Okay, excellent. Muhammad Ali said getting 100% off, students got admission for IELTS preparation course. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Right. So now the sentence you made, congratulations, you did it very well. Now, can you please make it compound? So you made this simple sentence. Now, please make it compound. So if you'd like to make compound, can you remember fanboys? Fanboys. So try to use and. So using and make a compound sentence. I'd like to see. I'm going to give you 1 minute to answer it. Just make simple to compound sentence. Very quickly, please make simple to compound. Yep, Shane, that's right. So very quickly, please type in chat box how to make these simple sentences into compound. Very quickly. So always I give an example. So if you know how to make simple, complex, and compound, if you know how to play with it, it's something like water, right? So if you freeze it, it's gonna be ice. It's a different format. It still is the same. And if you make tea, it's gonna be hot. It still is the same. And if you don't do anything, it's just like water. So it's the same thing, but different forms. So exactly here. So all you got to do is you need to play with simple, complex, and compound. And once you understand, once you utilize them in your speaking and writing, you might be getting one band extra. So if you have got capabilities of 5.5, you're gonna get 6.5. If you have got 7 capabilities of 7, getting 7, you're gonna get 8. One band. Just if you understand these 3 things, simple, complex, and compound, and if you can use them in your speaking and writing as well. Right, so thank you for responding. I can see a lot of students. So Mumina Akhtar said students got admission 100% off and taken preparation for IELTS. It sounds a bit so Mumina, does it make sense? Mohammad Ali said students got 100% off and they got admission for IELTS preparation course. Excellent. It makes sense. Students got 100% off and they got admission for IELTS preparation course. It makes sense. Okay. Munir Islam said students got 100% off and they got admission for IELTS course. Okay. It makes sense as well. Thank you. Thank you for responding. I'd like to see everyone else comment. So make it compound. Make it compound. Make it compound. I'd like to see everyone else answer. Make it compound. Okay. Sami Ahmed said students got admission for IELTS preparation, getting 100% off. So Sami Ahmed, if you'd like to make compound, you should remember fanboys. So I don't see any fanboys in your sentences, right? So definitely you should find a fanboys. So if you forget, I'm going back to the previous slide. So can you remember simple is with one verb, but you can give some sort of information using like finishing my class, drinking my coffee, revising the syllabus, sitting for IELTS exam. You can make some extra information, but one verb is simple sentence. Then compound. Compound is fanboys. So fanboys means for, and, nor, but, or, yes, so. So if you'd like to make compound sentence, you need one of them from fanboys. One of fanboys you need it, right? So make sure you use fanboys for compound. And complex, we use this: that, who, where, when, if, although, etc. Right. So now we are this sentence. So getting 100% off students got admission for IELTS preparation course. Compound. Compound is yeah, that's right. That's right. Student got admission for IELTS course. Okay. Okay, so since students got 100% off, they got admission for IELTS. Okay, that's fine, but you should use fanboys for compound sentence. Make sure you use. Okay, so now thank you for responding. So the right sentence would be students got admission for IELTS preparation course. But if you say students got admission for IELTS preparation course, getting 100% off. So if you say students got 100% off and they got admission for IELTS preparation, students got 100% off and they got admission at IELTS preparation course. So it then the sense is clear. So now on the screen you can see a sentence: getting 6 in IELTS, students got admission at UK University, right? So getting 6 in IELTS, students got admission at UK University. So I'm making it a bit bigger and bold as well, so that you can see. Getting 6 in IELTS, students got admission at the UK universities. What kind of sentence is it? Type in the chat box. Is it simple? Is it compound? Is it complex? So my question is, what kind of sentence is this? Is it simple? Is it complex? Is it compound? Just quickly type in the chat box. So quickly type in the chat box. Getting 6 in IELTS, student got admission at UK universities. What kind of sentence is it? Is it simple? Is it complex? Is it compound? What kind of sentence is it? What kind of sentence is it? Very quickly type in the chat box. Very quickly type in the chat box. Is it simple? Is it complex? Is it compound? Okay, so Zahan said simple, Shaimia says simple, Abul Bashar said complex, Mohammed says simple. It's a simple sentence. So the verb is got. This is the only one verb. So it's a simple sentence. Getting 6. Getting is not a verb. So here main verb is got. So it's with one verb, so it's a simple sentence. So can you please type in the chat box? Everyone else, can you please type in the chat box? It's a simple sentence. So just write simple. Just write simple. Just write simple. Okay, now we're gonna make it compound. We're gonna make it compound sentence. So make compound. Can you remember Fanboys? So using Fanboys, we should make a sentence. So I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to make it compound. 3, 2, 1, go. Type in the chat box. Okay, so I'm just making it easier. So using and, just make these sentences. Just transform from simple to compound. Just use and use করে এই simple sentence-টাকে compound sentence তৈরি করে আমাকে দেখেন. So please type in the chat box. I'd like to see. Very quickly type in the chat box. Very quickly, please type in the chat box. So make it compound. And use করে আমাকে একটা compound sentence তৈরি করে দেখান. I'm just expecting answer quickly from you. Very quickly, I'm expecting answer. I'd like to see who can do it. Okay, so Zahan said students got 6 in IELTS and they got admission at the universities. Well done, Zahan. Thank you so much. You got it, you nailed it, right? So students got 6 in IELTS and they got admission at universities. So type in the chat box. So Shahimia said they get 6.5 in IELTS and get admission in university. So Shahimia, we don't know who is they, right? They bolte apni kader ki bujhiyechen amra jani na. So you should mention students. Students got 6 in IELTS and they got admission at universities. Right, so Mohammed students got 6 in IELTS and they got admission at university. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. That means you got it. Right, so I'd like to see everyone else answer. Please type in chat box. প্রত্যেকের answer দেখতে চাই. So getting 6 in IELTS, students got admission at university. এইটাকে আমরা compound sentence বানাচ্ছি. Quickly. Type in the chat box. I'd like to see everyone else answer. Still, I have got answer from 3 students. Okay, Samia may say this. Students getting 6 in IELTS and they get Sami, no, it's a wrong sentence. So compound. So all you need to do is you need to make 2 simple sentences and you need to add them. If you can join 2 simple sentences, that's basically a compound sentence, right? So Mrs. Khan said students got 6 in IELTS and they got admission at university. Excellent answer. Thank you. Thank you. So now I believe that you understand it. Right. So thank you so much for answering. Now we're going to go for the next one. So now make it complex. Make it complex. Right. So students got 6 in IELTS and they got admission at university. So you know it's a compound sentence. So now we're going to make it complex. So can you remember? So if you'd like to make complex sentence, you can use this: that, who, where, when, if, then, when, because, as soon as, after. So you can use these kind of phrases and words to make complex sentences. So yeah, so this is your turn. Please make complex sentence. Make complex sentences. I'd like to see everyone's answer. Make complex sentences. So make a complex sentence. So you can say students got admission at university as soon as they got 6 in IELTS. As soon as they got 6 in IELTS. Yeah, you can say it. So that's right, Manu. So students got 6 in IELTS and they got admission at the university. That's right, compound sentence. Now I'm looking for complex sentence. Students got admission in university who got 6 in IELTS. Excellent, excellent. Students got admission in the university who got 6 in IELTS. Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Students got 6 in IELTS and they got admission at university. Excellent, Abul Basha. So that's a compound sentence. So make it complex. Make it complex. So if you'd like to make complex sentence, you should use this. You should use this, right? So that, who, where, when, if, although. So these are the sentences you can use. Right. So I'd like to see more answers from you. Still at universities, you got 6 in IELTS, okay? Sign message, since the students got 6 in IELTS, they got Shanmia said since the students got 6 in IELTS, they got 6 in IELTS. So you just repeated the same thing, Shanmia. Right. So yeah, so students got admission for students got admission at university as soon as they got 6 in IELTS, or who got 6 in IELTS, right? So that's the thing. Now I'd like to play with another sentence, right? I'd like to play with another sentence. So this is the sentence you can see. Just I'm gonna make it bigger so that you can understand. And so getting admission at universities, students flew to the UK. Getting admission at universities, students flew to the UK. So what kind of sentence is it? Is it simple? Is it complex? Is it compound? Please type in the chat box. Very quickly, type in the chat box. Getting admission at UK, okay, at universities, students flew to the UK. So what kind of sentence is it? Is it simple? Is it complex? Is it compound? Type in the chat box very quickly. Okay, so Mumina said it's simple. Thank you for responding. Thank you for responding. What else? Zahan said simple. Thank you. So why do you think it's a simple sentence? Please type in the chat box. Give me the answer. Why do you think it's simple? Why? Why do you think this sentence is called simple sentence? Why? Why? Give me the answer. Why do you think it's a simple sentence? Why do you think it's a simple sentence? So here, you can see flew. So it's only one verb. That's why it's a simple sentence. It's only one verb. That's why it's a simple sentence. Now, we're gonna make it compound. Using Fanboys, make it compound. So I'd like to see how many of you can make compound sentence. So type in the chat box, what would be the compound sentence? How can transform from simple this sentence into compound sentence? So I'm expecting your answer. Very quickly, please type in the chat box. Okay, so I'd like to make it compound. So Fanboys, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so you can use one of them and you can use compound sentence. এই Fanboys এর যে কোনো একটা ইউজ করে আপনি কি করতে পারেন? কম্পাউন্ড সেন্টেন্স তৈরি করতে পারেন। সো যদি কম্পাউন্ড সেন্টেন্স তৈরি করতে চান তাহলে আপনার কি দরকার? Fanboys দরকার, রাইট? সো প্লিজ টাইপ ইন দ্য চ্যাট বক্স কম্পাউন্ড। Fanboys ইউজ করে আমাকে একটা সেন্টেন্স বানিয়ে দেখান এই ইনফরমেশন থেকে। Okay, so Zan said flew is a verb, that's right. Muriel said because of one verb, that's right. Isis Khan said because in this sentence there is a one main verb. Okay, thank you. Abu Bashar said it's simple. Thank you for responding. Women student got admission at university and flew in the UK. Students got admission at UK universities and they flew in the UK. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for responding. Shahin Mia said students flew in the UK and they got admission at university. Technically this sentence is right, Shahin Mia, but it doesn't make sense, right? So who is on fast? Admission fast or fly fast? So admission fast. So they got admission fast and then they flew. So you should say students got admission at UK universities and they flew to the UK. Okay, so it has to be a meaningful sentence. You can make the sentence according to the structure, that's absolutely fine, but I would definitely recommend you please make it what is called meaningful. So if you understand that it's a meaningful sentence, most of the time you will see the answer is right, your sentence is right, your structure is right? So now, thank you for responding. So I'm waiting a few months. Students got admission at UK University and they flew to the UK. Excellent, thank you. So you nailed it, compound sentence. Now we'd like to make it complex. So now I'm answering, I'm expecting answer from you. Make it complex. So if you'd like to make complex, can you remember that, who, when, where, as long as soon as? So using these sort of things, you can make complex sentence. So I'm expecting answer. Complex is students flew to the UK when they got admission at UK University. Excellent answer. Got admission at UK universities and they flew to the UK. That's compound. Okay, that's fine. So Jahan, excellent. Thank you. Congratulations. You are the first one who answered it. Right. So Ashraful said students got admission at UK University and they flew to the UK. I think you are lag behind, right? So Ashraf, it's a compound sentence, that's right. So now I'm expecting answer, that's complex sentence. Make complex sentence. Very quickly, make complex sentence. I'd like to see everyone else answer. I'd like to see everyone else answer. I'm just waiting for an answer. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm getting a lot of answers. Students flew to the UK when got admission at UK universities. When they got admission at UK universities. Okay. This is considered students got admission at UK university when they flew to the UK. You can say as soon as or as long as they got admission at UK university. Students flew to the UK when they got admission at university. So it does make sense when you say when. Students who got admission at universities flew in the UK. Excellent, thank you. Some students flew to the UK when they got admission at university. Excellent, thank you. Thank you for answering. So now I think you understood it. Now I'd like to go a bit further and I'd like to give one more chance to practice. So finishing undergraduate or postgraduate courses, students got post-study work, I mean 2 years work permit, right? So finishing undergraduate or postgraduate courses, finishing undergraduate or postgraduate courses, students got post-study work, right? So what kind of sentence is this? Please type in the chat box. Finishing undergraduate or postgraduate courses, students got work permit. So what kind of sentence is this? Please type in the chat box very quickly. I'd like to see your answer. Okay, so once you answer me, then we're gonna make it compound sentence. So answer me first, what kind of sentence is it simple, it is compound, is it complex? So once you recognize that, then please make it compound. Please make it compound. So the answer is simple. Thank you. Thank you for response. Anybody else? Mohammad Ali says simple. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Munir said simple. Thank you for responding. Sami Ahmed, simple. Thank you for responding. Okay, you got it. So what is the simple sentence look like? Excellent. Congratulations. Now I'd like to request you to give me compound sentence. So finishing, just say one, undergraduate courses, students got post-study work, right? So now what would be the compound of these sentences? Just transform from simple into compound sentence. And today in a minute, I'd like to request one of my colleagues who is IT specialist to invite him to share a few things with you so that you will be benefited from that, right? So just bring this chair, please. Okay, now I can see a lot of answer. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Just sit here. So now I'm just expecting your answer. So you got to make it compound sentence. So can you remember is Fanboys? So I would recommend you use and give me compound sentence. So I'm just looking for the answer. Still haven't got it. So yeah, quickly, please type in the chat box what would be. Okay, so okay, so if you said students finished undergraduate courses and they got post-study work, that's the sentence I'm looking for, right? So students finished their courses and they got post-study work or they got work permit. Okay, so next one, the last one is complex sentence. So using so, when, that, where, which. So using one of these, please make a complex sentence. I'm going a bit faster. So quickly, please type in the chat box, okay? Now I can see a lot of answers. So Muhammad Ali students got post-study work and they finished their post-study courses. Okay, Muhammad Ali, I'm asking a question. Who is on happen fast? Finished their courses or got post-study work? So first of all, they finished their courses and that's why they got post-study work. So you should say students finished their courses and they got post-study work or work permit. Some even students got post-study work when they finished their courses. Okay, so if you say when, that means you are making complex. Okay, Shine says compounds. Students finished undergraduate and graduate courses and they got, okay, excellent. Students finished undergraduate courses and got PSW. Excellent, thank you. Prince Ashraful said students finished courses and they got PSW. Okay, thank you. Thank you for responding. Thank you for responding. So what I'm gonna do, I will just invite my colleague in a minute. So Anis, can you please come closely? Yeah. So now, can you see my colleague Anis here? So Anis, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Anis, and yeah, I work as the IT consultant. Yeah, here in Hasbury Education, and yeah, I've been working for the past around 5 months. Yeah.
Anis, can you please tell us a little bit about your educational background? So what did you study before?
So my GCSEs, that's like secondary school. We did maths, biology, chemistry, English, all the 10, there's around 10 subjects we did.
10 subjects?
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you finish that?
Finished that in 2019.
19. And after that, what happened?
After that, I went on to A-levels.
A-levels. So how many courses have you done? Are you still doing it?
I did 4.
4 A-levels?
Yeah.
What are the courses, subjects you took?
I took maths, biology, chemistry, and physics.
Wow.
And physics, I just did the AS.
Okay. So personally, I know you are teaching English as well.
Yeah.
When you get free time. So I'm just requesting you, can you please tell my students how they can be better, especially in speaking and writing?
So speaking and writing.
Yeah.
So if I will start with writing, I think with writing, the main thing is that you practice every day, and whenever you write something, you try to find the most the kind of hardest way to write it. So if you're writing a story, don't just write a simple story. Try to plan your story, make it very creative. And the only way you can do that is really through reading. So when you're reading new books, you're going to pick up new vocabulary
and structure as well,
and yeah, do new sentence structures as well. Yeah. And when you don't know something, you should always check up in the dictionary, write out the meaning, and then write it down in your notebook, and then memorize it basically.
Okay.
And do that maybe 10 words every week.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. And what about you speaking? Because there are a lot of students, so they know the structure, they know how to write, but when it comes to speaking, they make a lot of mistakes, they struggle a lot, and they become nervous. So what's the best advice for them who are struggling in speaking?
What I would say is with speaking, there's no need to be nervous. It's a second language. So if someone has broken English, when I think of them, I think they're smarter than me because they know a language, extra language than me, basically. So there's no need to be nervous. That's the main thing I'll say. And even though it's broken right now, it's easy to fix it slowly. It takes a lot of time, but you have to just keep practicing. Speak with native English speakers, and just try to keep practicing, and it will come. It will come. But main thing is, I'll say, go to a different country, English-speaking country, and immerse yourself in the culture, and slowly the dialect and the intonation, it slowly comes in. That's what I think.
Okay, dear students, can you please type in the chat box? So what did you, take away from his advice? Type in the chat box. So if you'd like to be a better speaker or better writer, so what should you do? How do you need to practice? Can you stay with me? I'll ask you a few more questions. So type in the chat box. So what do you learn from him? So what advice have you taken? How you gonna be better in speaking and writing? Okay, Anis. So you have already told them that you are IT consultant and you are working on different websites, and currently you are helping our students to be better in speaking and writing, and also especially for IELTS learner, we are developing a website so that all the lessons they're gonna get together and they will be benefited. So can you please tell a bit details? So what you are working on and how the students will get benefit out of it?
Yeah, definitely. There's a very exciting new project that we're working on, and basically we want to help you students, and we really want to make a course that everything's there. It's not, you don't have to keep going to YouTube and finding different videos. We're gonna get all the resources and put it into one website, so it's very easy and convenient for the students. So there will be videos, 40 videos, and between the videos there will be quizzes that will test your knowledge on English. And yeah, so if you want to finish the videos, you have to complete the video before that, and then you can progress. And there will be also a percentage that tells you how much percentage of the course that you've completed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what I understood from your speech is, so all the classes our students will get in one website, and let's say they're gonna start with lesson number 1. So if they don't finish it, they cannot go to lesson number 2.
No.
Okay, that's the very beautiful thing. And once they finish lesson 2, then they're gonna get 3, then 4. So it's gonna come chronologically.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. And will it be there some sort of test, like after finishing first lesson, what have you learned? So if you haven't gone through the lesson, you won't be able to understand and answer it, and you cannot go for the next lesson. So that's the beauty of this structure. So tell me something about the okay, when is gonna be, I mean, the website, when students can get it?
Yeah, very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
I'd say probably in 1 week time, everything's finished.
Okay.
And you guys can grab this course and really make use of it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. And tell me something about a particular website you are working on for Speak English in 12 days. So what's the website name and how would be that?
Yeah, so that one is called freeielts.com.
So for IELTS lessons, it's freeielts.com. So can you please type in the chat box if you heard me right? So freeielts.com. And another website?
And then I think the other one is Speak English in 12 days.
.com.
Yeah.
Okay. So the another website is Speak English in 12 days.com. So if you visit this website, one of the website, you're gonna get all the 12 days challenges classes in a SaaS way, so that you can get all the things together. And also once you finish this, then you can start with the another website is for IELTS preparation course. Okay. Anis, so how much are you excited regarding these 2 websites? So what do you think, how students will be benefited out of it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited because this project, this course, it really benefit the students. This, we're giving free information out there, and if they learn the information, they'll be very good speakers of English. Okay. Hopefully, yeah. Okay.
So just I'd like to share with you one thing is, you have got Arifin sir and Bobby sir. Probably you have got a class with Arifin sir. So they are not cheap. They are very expensive, right? So if you'd like to book a what is called 1 hour class with them, they're gonna charge you 20 to 25 pounds, which is like 3,000 taka for 1 hour, right? And so you are really lucky that I have promised that once you finish 12 days speaking challenge, then you're gonna jump into the IELTS course. You're gonna get the live class, and also I'm gonna give you the website as well, so that you can go through 1 by 1 class and you can get a lot of benefit out of it. So thank you, Anis. Thank you for sharing this, and talk to you soon.
Yep.
Okay. So can you please, I'd like to see your comment. I mean, what did you get from his advice? Okay. Okay, Zahan said practice more and more, don't be nervous, okay? Practice, practice, and practice, okay? Muminata said practice makes us perfect for speaking and writing in English, okay? Thank you for responding. And now, I'm gonna give you the homework. As I told you, I'm gonna run to Heathrow Airport to pick up one of my students who is coming from India, right? So who'd like to be our next student whom I'm gonna pick up from Heathrow Airport? Type in the chat box me. I'd like to see. I'd like to see how many of you would like to see me at Heathrow Airport, driving down over there, pick you up and dropping you to the destination if it is inside the London, right? So type in the chat box, who would like to see? কে কে আমাকে এয়ারপোর্টে দেখতে চান যখন আপনি ফ্লাই করবেন এবং আমি আপনাকে পিক আপ করব এবং আপনার ডেস্টিনেশনে পৌঁছে দেব? Type in the chat box me. I'd like to see, right? So today, as I told you, one of our students, he has already landed in the Heathrow Airport, but he's going to do the immigration and all that stuff. That's why he requested me to come to 8 o'clock. So once I finish, I'll run away, right? So this is the homework. This is the homework for tomorrow. So the question is, why is IELTS so important in your career? Why is IELTS so important, right? So you should answer it. So if you'd like to study abroad, you should say, there are multifarious reasons. I would say IELTS is very important in my career. First of all, I would say I would like to study abroad, and getting 6 or 6.5 in IELTS is required by the university. So that's why it's so important. Otherwise, I cannot study abroad. And secondly, once I fly there, then I got to join the class, and the teachers are British, and I got to understand their language, their lectures. So that's why I think IELTS is important. And finally, I would say I will do part-time and full-time job, especially when my class will be going on. I'll work part-time, and when I have got holiday, I will work full-time. So to get a job, so IELTS will help me a lot to understand them and to pass the interview as well. So how many modules are there in IELTS? You already know, because you have got a class with Arif Insar. So there are 4 modules in IELTS: is speaking, reading, writing, and listening. So what are the 4 things to consider to get a better score in IELTS speaking? So as I mentioned earlier, so there are 4 things you need to consider to get IELTS, get a better score in IELTS. Can you please type in the chat box? What are the 4 things still you can remember to get a better score in IELTS speaking? So number 1 is what? Variation of a structure. Number 2 is grammar. Number 3 is lexical resources or vocabulary. Number 4 is cohesion. I mean, you are talking on the topic, not of the topic. So if you consider these 4 things, you're gonna get better score in IELTS speaking. So type in the chat box, what are the 4 things you need to consider for IELTS speaking, right? So variation of a structure with fluency, then grammar, then vocabulary, and cohesion. So if you have got these 4 things, okay, no, not the cohesion, in writing cohesion, but in speaking is pronunciation. So you got to pronounce the word right way so that examiner can understand you. You don't have to be sound like British or American. Still, a lot of Indian students, Bangladeshi students, they got 8, 8.5, even 9 in the speaking, right? So you don't have to be like British accent or American accent. If you can, that's fine, but you don't have to be, right? So now, how to improve your fluency in English, right? So I have given you very different approaches, steps to improve your fluency. I asked you to practice 4 questions 3 times in a day for next 30 days. So if you do that, you can improve your fluency. Number 2, I told you to start writing on a journal, and also I told you to start read English, like storybooks, as Anis said, and magazine, newspaper, and also if you can watch English movies, you can listen BBC News, CNN News, or episode from YouTube, right? That's going to help you a lot to improve your fluency. So what's your expected in your IELTS exam, and why is that? You should mention it. So if you'd like to get a scholarship, then your target should be like 8, 8.5, like Arif sir. And if you would like to just get admitted at a UK university, just say 6 in IELTS exam or 6.5. That's my expected score. So how will you get it? So you should tell your plan. So first of all, I'll finish this course, then I will attend IELTS preparation course with Arifin sir and Kaji Bobi sir, and then I will practice every single day 4 modules, and once I take 3 months preparation, and after that I'll register myself, and then I'll sit for IELTS exam. So how will your desired score 7+ change your career and develop your quality of life? So yeah, so that's the question. So you can say something like this. So if I get a 7+ in IELTS exam, definitely it's going to be easier to get admitted at university. And also once I get 7 in IELTS band, that means I have got very good comment in English, especially listening and speaking, so and writing as well. So I can easily get a good score in my academic side, and also I'll get a good job or better job in UK. So of course, this score will develop my quality of life, and I'll be able to help my family, friends, relatives. Thank you for listening. Right. So all you got to do is you need to ask and answer. Ask this question. As I told you in IELTS, you need to extend your answer. So try to answer each and every question like 3 sentences, not 1. 1, 2, 3. Give a reason. Give a reason. Just extend your answer. And once you finish asking and answering, then go to somewhere else where you have got mirror. Stand in front of the mirror. Then give a presentation. Hi, my name is Asanabib. Today I'd like to share the topic. The topic is IELTS. And IELTS is so important in my career. There are many reasons I would like to mention why it's so important to me. First of all, moreover, furthermore. So, there are 4 modules in IELTS: speaking, reading, writing, and listening. And of course, I will develop these modules by doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, right? So there are 4 things to consider to get a better score in IELTS exam. So number 1 is fluency. Number 2 is vocabulary. Number 3 is grammar. Number 4 is what? Pronunciation. So I got to improve these 4 things so that I can get a better score in IELTS speaking. So I can improve English in different ways as I learn from 12 days speaking challenge. I can practice 3 times in a day for next 30 days, 4 questions. What do I do every day? What does my 5% do every day? What did I do yesterday, and what will I do tomorrow? And also I can start reading storybooks, magazine, English newspaper, and also I can listen, I can watch movies. This is how I can improve my fluency. Right? My expected IELTS score is 7 or 6.5 because I'd like to get admitted at a very good university, and most of the university they're expecting 6. That's the standard score in IELTS. But if I get 7, I'll be able to get some sort of a scholarship, partial scholarship. That's why my expected score is 7. Right. So now I'd like to share with you how I'm going to get 7 in IELTS. So this is my plan for next 3 months. I'm going to do first this, secondly this, thirdly this, and this is how I'm going to get 7. Right. So my expected score is 7, and once I get it, is gonna develop my quality of life. This is how. So first of all, is gonna make the things easier to get admitted at a university. Is gonna assist me to understand the lecture at university and get a very good grades in academic result. And also, if I am fluent and I can understand by listening, that means I'll get a better job in UK or English speaking country. So thank you for listening. So this is how I need to give a presentation. Can you do that? So can you please type in the chat box if you can do that? Type in the chat box very quickly. Just yes, I can. Thank you for joining today's class, and I would like to see you tomorrow. Can you please give me the feedback? How was today's class? Is it okay? Is it excellent, or is it outstanding? So yeah, thank you. I always appreciate your feedback. Just how did you find this today's class? Is it okay? Is it Excellent. Is it outstanding? Thank you, everyone. I got to